Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome to the last lesson of this week's online learning. And today we're going to be considering 8 different pricing strategies that businesses use when pricing their products. So first and foremost, we're going to look at competitive pricing. So this is, as the name suggests, is when a business sets its price for its products at a level that's close or the same as competitors. So a good example there, your competitors set their price at $2, a competitive pricing strategy would see our business setting our price of our products in and around that $2 mark. So you can see it doesn't have to be exactly $2, but it's going to be in and around that mark. So this ensures that when customers are considering our product versus our competitors, they're not taking a view that, oh wow, this business's product is significantly more expensive than the competition, therefore I'm going to rule that product out. It's sort of taking out of customers and the market's consideration that price should be a factor in choosing the product, because the price is round about the same. The business is encouraging consumers to think about other qualities when choosing the product. Cost plus pricing. Now, cost plus pricing, will sort of tinker a few memories from our accounting course, and this involves adding a markup on the total cost of producing each product to arrive at a selling price. So as the name suggests, it is cost plus a margin on top of that to generate the selling price. Now this obviously ensures that our product is going to make a profit. So if the product cost us $1 to make, if we add a 30% markup, it gives us a $1.30 selling price. Penetration pricing. Well, this happens when a business enters into a market for the first time, or they're looking to steal market share from competitors. So they penetrate the market by offering a lower price than the competitors. And with penetration pricing, it's possible that the price is actually going to be around the cost of production or sometimes even lower, because the main aim is to get market share and get customer loyalty. So steal customers from the competition so that the business is respected, its products are used by customers, and hopefully once customers have developed a taste for our products and that loyalty develops, the business can later on raise that price so that they can help achieve some of those profit objectives. Predatory pricing. Now, predatory pricing is a fascinating pricing strategy, and it's incredibly aggressive. As the name suggests, a predatory pricing strategy involves a business keeping its prices rather below the cost of production for a sustained period of time. Now this means for a long period of time, the business will be keeping its product prices low, which might mean that the business is taking on losses in its business for a long time. But the effect of this is that customers are going to flock to the business. They are going to ditch the competition and come to our business because of our very low prices. And hopefully, from the business's perspective, this is going to eliminate the competition because they are unable to compete with that very low price. And we call it a predatory price because we are taking out the competition. We are eating them for breakfast. Now, for a business to be able to use predatory pricing and sustain losses, so to be making losses on the sale of its products, it must have a strong balance sheet to be able to do this. Because if a business is making net profit, net losses after tax, so no net profit, it's going to slowly but surely decrease the equity in the business. And if there's not much equity in the business, then eventually this business will run out of equity and will become bankrupt, and will need to shut down. So it can only be used for a long period of time by businesses that have balance sheet strength and lots of equity that they can rely on when sustaining losses from using a predatory pricing strategy. Of course, in the future, these businesses raise the prices of their goods once they've eliminated the competition and they've created a market environment where they can raise prices and not lose customers or lose many customers, because there is no competition, or there's little competition for customers to turn to when those prices eventually rise. Alrighty, our next three. Okay, price skimming. Now, price skimming strategies involve changing the price over time, where the effect is to essentially charge customers different prices depending on when they bought the product. So setting a high price at the start of the release of a product will mean that those customers who sit up right at the top of our demand curve and have a very high willingness to pay will come out and they'll buy our product. And then over time, our business drops the price, and so people who are represented a little bit lower on our demand curve come out and buy the product. And this continues where the business is lowering that price over time and picking up new customers on the demand curve. Now, this is often used by businesses who have a first mover advantage. They have no other competition in the market, so that they're able to come in and charge that really high price at the start. Because if we charge a high price and there is competition, we're not likely to get many sales. But if we're the first mover in a market, we're the innovator, maybe we've got the patent over our new innovation, we can get away with doing this. Apple also does this with their iPhones, and you'll appreciate, it goes with all smartphones as well, that when a new smartphone comes out, it's priced at a very, very high price. And then over the next couple of years, we see that price coming down. Now, only at the start do those either very wealthy consumers or the ones who really, really want the iPhones, they're really passionate, or the smartphones, do they come out and they buy at that higher price. And then over time, as the business / Apple, in this example, drops the price, they start picking up more and more customers. Promotional pricing. So this is referring to those times where a business reduces its price for a short period of time to attract more customers and increase its sale volumes. So a classic one here is the end of season sale. So end of summer sale example down here, and I suspect there'll be a few end of winter sales happening at the moment. We've also got promotional pricing occurring on special days in the calendar year, such as Boxing Day sales, Easter sales, Black Friday sales. But a business can actually use promotional pricing at any time of the year as they desire, and they might do it for entirely specific reasons to the business, such as 100-year anniversary sale for the warehouse. I'm not sure if the warehouse has been around for 100 years, but I suspect when it has its 100th birthday, and I hope the warehouse is able to have its 100th birthday, they will put on an awesome sale and use promotional pricing to get some more customers in the door and increase those sales volumes. And finally, psychological pricing. As the name suggests, this is a pricing strategy that seeks to influence the psychology or prey upon the psychology of humans. So our example here is selling a product for $9.99. Now, a consumer might look at that and go, oh wow, that product there is in the $9 range. That's great value for money. I'm going to go out and buy it. And that's a sort of a psychological feature of that $9.99 is that the consumer is perceiving the product to be in the $9 range. They've looked at that and the brain's saying, yeah, that's in the $9 range. And then another part of the brain goes, oh wow, $9 range, that's a good deal. Wait, let me go check the competitors. Oh wow, a competitor's product's $10. Oh, that's in the $10 range. Oh, that's a bit expensive. I'll go for the one in the $9 range. So it's not really materially different, those two prices. We're just talking about 1 cent. But psychologically, the consumer can perceive those two different prices very, very differently, particularly if they're making quick decisions. Maybe they're in the supermarket and they've got their whānau there, and some of the whānau members wanting to go home and watch their favorite television show. And so mum or dad wants to make a quick decision and they see $9.99, they go, wow, that's good value for money, let's move along. Alrighty, having looked at our 7 pricing strategies, we're going to move into an activity for today. And this is a follow-on from our price elasticity of demand questions yesterday. And that's to complete task 10E on page 18 of the workbook. Any questions or issues, guys, please email me at t.horrocks@ags.school.nz. Otherwise, have a tremendous weekend. Get in lots of relaxation. Make sure you hang out with your whānau and recharge those batteries for another fantastic week of online learning next week. Kia kaha.